Drake just released the new diss track titled The Heart Part 6. This is a response track to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us track, as in the new Drake diss song, he confirms that he had somebody in OVO feed Kendrick Lamar fake information. Drake would rap the lyrics, "We plotted for a week and we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it." In the lyrics, "We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. You gotta learn to fact check things. Rejoicing on my expiration." Now these lyrics are a response to Kendrick Lamar's song Meet the Grams, where Kendrick Lamar raps, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father's not active inside of your world. He don't commit to much but his music, yeah that's for sure." With the second lyrics being, "Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead he's in Turks, paying for fun and poppin'. I wanna tell you that you're loved, you're brave, and you're kind. You got a gift to change the world, and you could change your father's mind." Now Kendrick Lamar is alleging that Drake has a hidden daughter around the age of 11 to 12 years old, as this was information he was told through somebody that he thought was an OVO rat. Now Kendrick was stating more lyrics relating that Drake was hiding the daughter due to what the baby mama could look like. However, it was all a planned situation by Drake, and allow me to explain. In Kendrick's song 616 in LA, he dropped right before Meet the Grams, Kendrick Lamar rapped these lyrics. "Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. You can't 2C slide up out of this one. Your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 men that you got on salary. It's time that you look around who's around you before you figure out that you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do." Now Kendrick Lamar was referring to a rat instead of OVO, giving Kendrick the information, where Drake would then put on his Instagram story 30 minutes after the release of the song, "Nah, hold on, can someone help me find my hidden daughter please and send her to me? These guys are in shambles," with tons of laughing emojis. Then 6 hours later it would be confirmed by academics and No Jumper, and I quote, "A source close to Drake denies that he is hiding a daughter. A source close to Drake tells DMZ, the allegation about a secret child is an utter fabrication." The source echoed that Drake's own sentiment, which is to suggest that Kendrick is now losing in their ongoing beef because Kendrick is including bad intel in his diss tracks. This was a 1000 IQ play by Drake, as DJ Academics would even receive a text message from Drake saying, "If anyone can find proof that I have a daughter, I'll quit rapping and I'll come work for you."
Hey, I'll take it one further. Drake hit me and told me, he said, "Ak, if you or anybody could find proof I have an 11-year-old daughter, I'll quit rapping and I'll come work for you." And I would love for Drake to work for me.
Now, to understand the rest of the Heart Part 6 lyrics, we first need to investigate the Not Like Us track by Kendrick Lamar, as it is all connected. According to many rappers' reactions, they believe that Kendrick Lamar went a little bit too far, as Kendrick Lamar was dissing Drake's mother and father. Rick Ross even said that if you ever wanted to know what Andre 3000 was like in a battle, it is present-day Kendrick Lamar.
See, if you really into this music, what I'm listening to right now, what Kendrick just released, is if you was a real Outkast fan, and you ever wanted to know what 3000 would be like if he ever was in a battle, this is the closest you will ever get to Andre 3000 ever having to do it dirty. It's Kendrick Lamar.
As Kendrick Lamar would rap the lyrics, "You messed with Wayne's girl while he was in jail, then get his face tatted like a girl apologizing." As during the YMCMB era, Lil Wayne was in jail, as while he was away, Drake would end up having relations with Lil Wayne's girlfriend at the time. Then when Lil Wayne was released and found out, Drake went out and got a Lil Wayne tattoo on the back of his arm as an apology. Kendrick Lamar wouldn't hold back from Drake here either. He would end up rapping the lyrics, "Say Drake, I hear you like him young, you better not ever go to cell block 1. To any girl that talks to him and they're in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him." As this is a continuance from Kendrick calling out Drake for allegedly liking younger people, as they started with the title of Kendrick's first track titled Euphoria. The name Euphoria comes from a TV show that was produced by Drake. The TV show is based around high school students navigating their way throughout their first loves, friendships, and etc. But there is one character in the show who gets into a relationship with a grown man. Kendrick has been stating since diss number 1 that Drake is living out the role of the grown man in the TV show, having relations with somebody younger. This even left one rapper reacting saying, "The title alone of Kendrick's diss is so spicy, if you know, you know." It even left Rick Ross saying to Drake to not even bother replying to this anymore, as if he replies, you just gotta look more guilty.
Give you this advice because you ain't got nobody around you, or you ain't got no real name. Let me just put it like that. Ain't no real Stop. Don't respond. Don't respond. You ain't even peeped when the intro came on with the Teddy Pendergrass. That was that black vibe. Don't do it. Don't go write a 8-minute verse that I know, Yachty, I know you want to get that money. You ain't wrong. Keep buying them big houses,
But this is where it would get even crazier. Kendrick would rap the lyrics. You think we're gonna let you disrespect Tupac, boy? I think that Oakland show is gonna be your last stop, boy. Oh, Drake released a song titled Tailor Made Freestyle. Drake wrote a verse for an AI cloned voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and in the verses, Drake actually disses himself and then uses the AI voices to rap the lyrics for. Oh, this was a massive surprise to even Snoop. As it would be announced, Snoop Dogg reacts to AI Snoop being used in Drake's second diss at Kendrick. They did what?
When?
Wait.
How? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
What off? Everybody called him up. What happened?
What happened?
What's going on?
This, however, left a lot of fans feeling angry. Some fans believe that it was disrespectful on Drake to AI clone Tupac, who is a legend in the music industry, but it seems as if Drake did it for a specific reason.
So hypocritical for people to be saying that Drake using AI to sound like Tupac when rapping from his perspective is whack, because when Kendrick used AI to deepfake himself in the music video of The Heart Part 5 to look like he was rapping as Kobe or Nipsey Hussle, nobody criticized him and everyone just showered him with praise for that. This is also different than typical AI music, which is used to deceive fans into thinking it's a real verse from the artist, whereas Drake was rapping from someone else's perspective using the AI to sound like him, and rapping from someone else's perspective is something artists have been doing forever.
Yes, Kendrick Lamar did it in the past, which is likely why Drake did it in present day, but in my opinion, no one should be using an AI voice of a rapper that has sadly passed. So you comment down below what you think about that. How Kendrick Lamar would end up confirming a theory that he shared in his earlier diss tracks where Kendrick would rap the lyrics. You called Future when you didn't see the club. Lil Baby helped you get your Lindo up. 21 Savage gave you false street cred. How Kendrick Lamar's team was constantly sharing a video of 21 Savage, where Drake and 21 have become very best friends in the last year. They have an album together and has even been touring the world together. But in the video, 21 says that Future is bigger than Drake in the hood and in the club.
Niggas don't be listening to Drake like that. Well. If I wasn't a rapper, I don't feel like I still would listen to Drake for real. It's just I'm a rapper, so I understand the work he put in now, how hard he go. Like when you ain't no rapper, all them statistics don't mean shit. A regular street don't give a about how many times you went #1, like how many white people listen to you. They don't even think that the farthest they think is the club. Who's selling this club out? That's who they think is the biggest. Like in Atlanta, it's a lot of who you really can't tell them Future ain't bigger than Drake.
I would say it's cap, but really?
Oh God, I used to think that Drake ain't really no big.
Bring us into the lyrics of The Heart Part 6, where Drake confirms that he actually also gave Kendrick Lamar fake information for the cover art of the song Meet the Grams. In the cover art for the song by Kendrick, a report reads, academics got intel from Kendrick's camp that the details of the cover of Meet the Grams containing a glove, Ozempic, and receipts, which from a stolen suitcase that belonged to Dennis Graham, Drake's father.
This cover art contains things that is from Drake's pop's suitcase. So Drake's pop's suitcase had these things in it. Don't know how he got a hold of it. Don't know how this happened to get in Kendrick's hand, but apparently Kendrick Lamar must have got a hold of Drake's dad's suitcase. So we're talking about Dennis Graham.
In The Heart Part 6 lyrics, Drake also confirms that this was all a setup by the OVO camp. I'm not exactly sure how they set this up to get it in Kendrick's hands, but it happened. However, what left fans the most surprised was when a close friend of Kendrick told DJ Academics why the beef even started. A report would read, Academics reveals that Kendrick was supposed to be on first verse in S with Drake and J. Cole, but he declined, and which is what started the beef.
I now have good authority to say that allegedly Drake hit up Kendrick, and First Person Shooter should have been a song with Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Now, if you think about this entire timeline and beef with that in mind, Makes sense. Drake hit up Kendrick to say, hey, we got an open for you. It's me and Cole. Come holla at me. Do the song. Kendrick doesn't do the song. Then he hears the song, and the song is a bunch of who's talking about me and you is a Spider-Man meme and blah, 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 blah. And he says, man, these who couldn't get a feature from me is now acting like they're number one and number two. Both of them.
As later in Kendrick's song, he would also rap the lyrics, ain't a 20v1, it's a 1v20 if I gotta deal with the guys that write with you, which is a simple reference. As reported, Kendrick flipped Drake's what is this a 20v1 line by saying that Kendrick himself is going against 20 different writers that ghostwrite for Drake, which then leads into the big three with J. Cole again, where Kendrick Lamar would rap the lyrics, yeah, Cole and Aubrey know that I'm a selfish guy, the crown is heavy, I pray they are my real friends, if not, then I'm YNW Melly. This right here is a jam-packed line, first mentioning YNW Melly, who is allegedly responsible for the passing of his two best friends, YNW Sat Chaser and Juvie. Kendrick is saying that he's gonna turn into Melly on Drake and J. Cole, which ended up getting a reaction from Melly himself in his jail cell, which would be reported. YNW Melly reacts to Kendrick's reference of him on Euphoria. The rapper tells TMZ, Kendrick is one of my favorite rappers, so I do feel honored. I'm a household name just for the wrong style. Then Kendrick saying that Cole and Aubrey know that I'm a selfish guy, the crown is heavy, is him referencing the big three of himself, Drake and J. Cole, where Kendrick is referring to him having the crown over the other two. So what exactly did Drake and Cole say about Kendrick that was a sneak diss?
On first person, J. Cole has a bar where he says, everybody steppers, well F it, then everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. Steppers here is obviously a reference to Kendrick's most recent album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and clearing my plate likely means winning the competition for best rapper over Kendrick. And Drake in his first verse asks the question who the GOAT rapper is, and he uses a clever double entendre to say that only him and J. Cole are in the GOAT conversation, meaning Kendrick is not. J. Cole also probably has the most notable line in first person where he says, love when they argue the hardest MC, is it K. Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali.